Hello everyone. Today is January 6, 2023. It's a Friday and I wanted to review some trades I made today in the market. There were some losses. Actually, I had 3 losses and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winners, so a total of 8 trades. Still, I was profitable, and the total was $625 on the main account, right there, and then. So $625, and then the replicated accounts with using the Apex Trader copier, then the other ones were 650. What happened is that sometimes you don't actually hit the same price in all the accounts, specifically because if you hit this bottom here, which is the buy or sell at the market, the system just sent the order, and sometimes it's not caught at the same time. And I did that one with ES. In one of the trades I made, so there was a difference of $25 in between them. So let's review the trades I made. Before I do that, let me remind you to review the description of this video, and then in there you will find some links to different places. So basically, to the Discord channel, join the community. If you have questions, feel free to make them there. I normally respond them, or somebody in the community will. And there are some additional information that you can gather over there too. So okay, let's review these entries. So I'm gonna start with the 30 minutes chart. You see that before the market opened, there were some news. Market moved to the upside. There, I was expecting some volatility because of the news, but I painted anyways this area of congestion overnight. So with that, I was able to project these levels of extension that were totally overpassed to the upside, but there was a little bit of retracement in here, and that is where I took the trade. I was thinking that even though the moving averages were going to the upside, I thought that the market could or gold could come back to this area of congestion or compression. So actually I trade that reversal there, and in the entry chart you will see that the market made the move right here at 8:30 in the morning. Remember that crude opens at gold opens at 8:30, and this move actually was pretty fast. I mean, you really cannot do anything in there. You see that there was at 8:30, if you compare these prices here, or this time here, so you have 8:25, market is still in the chop area, and then you have 8:30, so within that moment in between this area and that area here, in this period of time, market just boom 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 and move, so nothing to do there. Then the market stabilized and made the first move here at 8:40, moved to the upside there. I was again not in front of my computer, but then so I couldn't trade this one here. It was I missed that move. Then the market went to this red area here, which is an overbought area, and then I was expecting, as I said, that the market was going to come down to this area here, which never did, but crossed below this area here. So I was looking for a breakout there, and then there was if you see here, there's a week. Not very clear, but there's a week there out of the moving average. The fine one would have been there, and it was breaking below that red area of extension here. I didn't take it there. Mistake. I was waiting for it to break. When I saw that the market was going to down, I took the trade there, and it was not a mistake, but it was not profitable. So that is $50 per contract loss. So I had two contracts. That is $100 loss. And then I saw this week again, and now we are in congestion. So we do have that area of compression here. So I anticipated the move, and I entered the trade right in this candle when it was breaking. But the market came back up and stopped me out. At this point here, if you see momentum was giving me a signal to move down, but it has not crossed yet. So I had a loss there, and that one was $120 per contract for $240 loss in between the two of them. So I'm $340 down to start my morning. So not very happy with that, but I entered this second week out of the cloud, and I wanted to a second week out of the moving average. So I'm going to explain one setup that it's very common that you will see all the time. That it's this formation here. You go into the moving averages, and then you have a congestion, and then market or the price comes down, then goes up, and then fail to break the high here, and then comes back down again. This is a high probability entry, and I took that entry there, and this one was good for one and two targets. Basically, the target was actually around this area for $300, but I didn't sold it at target, thinking that was going to come back down a little bit more. It did, but it reversed, and I sold it at the same price of the target. So basically, that was a $300 trade, $100 for the first contract, and $200 for the second contract right there. So right now, at that point, I recover my most of my initial loss in the two initial trades, and so I'm $40 underwater. Let's put it that way. So then I took another trade going down here, and what I saw in here was a breakthrough this moving averages, and I was thinking that the target would be somewhere around this area down here. I was wrong. I took this one just in the break of the moving average. This is not actually a setup, but my expectation was that it was going to move down. It hit the first target at $100, but then it came back, and I sold the second one with $10 loss. So I did not move the stop to break even +1, which I should have done. So that should have been my stop, but the stop was a little bit above, so I made a $90 on that trade. Right now, at that point, I have it noted here. So right now I'm at $50 in favor, right? And then I took this entry here, market reverse there on that entry, but then here is a perfect entry out of the it's not perfect considering the 30 minutes, and I explained that already. So my expectation was that it was going to come back down to the range again in this area right here on the 30 minutes, right? So so in here I made this trade and this run. And so I enter in here at that price, which was 1849.60. The important thing is the setup, right? So you have a week that it's moving away or moving out of the moving averages and also moving out of the cloud, was coming back down, first target right there for $100, and then the other one was stopped out at $130 at that point, at that level right there. I left this one to run a little bit more, so I didn't get the second target right there. I should have probably done, but again, I was expecting that to move a little bit more. And now I took another entry here. So I was let me see here. So right now, in between those trades, I'm $280 positive there, and then there was another last trade was for $120 more. So I took that entry right here. Market was moving towards the VWAP here, and then it took me a while to enter this one, so I took it right there. Not the ideal point should have been in here, but I took it in the third candle. And so since I did that, my first, and I was very close to the to the VWAP, I took profit on a very small profit on the first contract for only $30, okay? And then I sold the other one right at VWAP, right there, and that one was for an extra $90. So in between all of them, I'm now at $400 in gold. Not a perfect trade, and not perfect, but I am $400, which is good. And then since I was not doing a good job, just moving there, I decided, okay, so $40 or $400, it's okay. I'm gonna leave it there. There is another setup right here that it's so you see that you're having pivot highs so higher highs and higher lows, pivoting, moving back down, and then you have this move right here to the upside, coming back down, made a higher low, right, and then a move to the upside. So this one here is actually a trend reversal breakout setup, and the entry should have been there. Now this one is not ideal, and because you have for one thing, you have the cloud right here. So the cloud is above the price, and then you have also the smooth 50, or the 50 SMA over 50 SMA right above it, but it was crossing all the other moving averages there. So I did not take that trend reversal breakout. It's okay if you take it, because there was some. With the trend reversals, not always are that clean. What the ideal one should be, that you are above the cloud, above the moving averages, and above this this value here. So if that price there would have been above all of these indicators, then this one would have been ideal entry, a textbook, but it was not. So and then market started to move up. I totally missed from now on because I said, okay, $400, that's okay. I'm gonna stop. And but you have here a double top that was a really good setup right here to enter to the long side, right there. Oops. And then the market moved nicely up. This one was a very nice run that I did not take, but it was really good. Then market started to chop around, and then made another move to the upside, to the other side of the red area, and then kept moving up after 10 all the way there, and I did not participate in any of this up move. Well, I'm okay, 625. I don't know if so this is 650, so $400 off of this 625 here was made in gold. So let's review now the ES. What I did here was another, it was a morning entry. There was one loss in ES and one win. So let's review that. So this one was kind of an impulsive entry. The move had happened already. It was crossing. So it was also in this area here when the market was coming back down to touch the overnight range. So it touched it here in the 30 minutes. It touched it there and then reversed to the upside. But so that move that you see there is this one here. So there's no actually entry here, other than if you want to take that pivot, and then since it was crossing in this area. I'm sorry, it was crossing in this area to the downside. It's risky, but it was a good entry here. So the large move happened also at 8:30 here. Let's see if it was. So there was a move here at 8:30. So a lot of congestion in this area right here. Anyways, so market opened at 9:30, and then as I said, this one was kind of an impulsive entry. It was not perfect there. The good entry you should have been right there on the first week and pause right there. But I took it thinking that it was going to continue moving down, and again I was punished on that one for a small loss from that point to that point. It's $150, so $75 per contract. that I was stopped out. Then the market, kept moving sideways. There's another nice entry there that I didn't take, but I took this one right here when it already moved. So a little bit erratic. My entry should have been there, and since I saw this up, down, up, and then the other one should have been there as well. I did not take them, but I took this one moving down on top of this range, thinking that it was going to go to the other side of this range. Since it's already extended, right? So we do have a nice move to the downside, and it's already extended. I kept the targets there for them to be hit. It was hit. So that was the entry right there, 38.34.50, a week out of the 21 moving average. These ones were all weeks out of the moving averages, right? So this one is a week out of the 21. First target for $100 there, second target for $200 there. So I'm sorry, it's a little bit more because this is ES. So a total of $375. So that was with the two trades. With the two trades, it's $225 and $250 on the other accounts. So yeah, not a bad day after all. Could have been a lot better. I'm thinking now that I missed all the move in the afternoon or after 10, after the reversal. It was moving nicely to the upside. There was some congestion here that you should probably avoid. But there were some good areas of move, so that this area here is good from the lower part of this channel to the upper part of this channel. From here, also from this area here on the lower part of that channel to the upper side of that channel, that one is a good one as well. So remember, one thing that you have to do is to trade in the direction of the trend, and avoid these areas that are moving against or are consolidating. So this is an area of consolidation. This is an area of consolidation. This one is expansion. Well, I should say compression instead of consolidation, but it's kind of the same thing. So here you have compression as well. So these are the areas where you have to trade to be profitable and trade with the trend. In this case, in here, I was trained in the direction of the move, so you see it's moving to the downside right here, but the entries were not ideal. So only $225 in ES. So yeah, $625 in my main account, and then the Apex accounts on the Apex account using Apex Trader Copier were $650. So all right, thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a good weekend. I am going to publish my market bias, which I think at this point that it's going to be a little bit bullish, so don't miss it. I'm going to publish something tomorrow afternoon. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.